Coming from class, so I guess so.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Good, good. Ray Sanchez.
Catherine Benavides.
Come on in, Katherine. Have a seat,
Thank you
please.
very much.
We're so happy you were able to make it today.
Thank you very much. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I see you're dressed for what we do here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you know we are of course the elite Houston Academy of Ballet, and we've been around for quite a few years actually. I used to dance with a ballet for the Houston Ballet years ago. But we're old now. I'm not as flexible. But yeah. Now you're interviewed for the ballet dancer instructor position.
Right, that's
correct?
right, yes.
Correct. Cool. Well, can you just tell me a little bit about how you started dancing?
Well, yes. It all started when I was a little baby. I was always dancing around. And my parents decided to put me into a ballet private school in my country, in the city where I'm from, Caracas.
Oh, okay, Venezuela.
Venezuela,
Oh,
that's
nice.
right. Yes, I started dancing at the age of 7, and I can remember that I used to dance from 3:30 p.m. until 8:30 at night, 4 days a week, and that's how I started dancing.
Okay. Okay, great. What sparked your key interest? Was it your childhood, or was it just a lot of parents put their kids into ballet classes or dancing classes when they're young. A few years they step out of it, they're just not interested in. So what sparked your interest in ballet?
Well, it was actually love at first sight, as you know.
Or first dance?
Yes, as well too. But the first time I went to my first ballet classes, I loved to see the perfection that the girls had at the time. Yes, so after winning the scholarship at the ballet at the Caracas school, at the age of 11, I started dancing as a formal ballet dancer for the first time. I'm at the age of 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the time when I started dancing like a formal ballet.
Okay. Well, we've talked about some of your personal interests. Now I want you to tell me about the work experience you've had as an instructor in the past.
Well, I was in the ballet school until the age of 16, and then I was accredited for a 2 years program in arts and performance dance school, and after that I decided to go back into the ballet school at Caracas because I already graduated from that program.
Okay.
When I went to the ballet school at Caracas, they asked me to dance the Swan Lake.
Okay.
And, yes, and I played the main character. I was the swan.
How old were you then?
Sorry?
How old were you then?
I was 20.
20 years old? Okay.
Yes. And I most likely people love what I was doing, so they call me every time to do performances and to also prepare for the choreography.
Okay. Tell me, both in dance and in your life, what have you been most successful at?
Well, I performed the crisis dance, and I was so successful that I helped for the choreography of it twice. Yes, and then after helping that, they just wanted to keep me in the company to help the students that were coming, and they wanted to let that piece because that's a little piece of 2 pianos, and yes, it's kind of romantic. At first, I was a little bit scared of using this kind of music because everybody's using it.
Right.
Yeah, but it came down, and in fact, it's very danceable music, and I like it.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I mean, dance overall is a very it's a different type of expression, artistic expression. So you have to have a passion for what we do here. And I mean, I see that in you. That's great. That's great. And now,
Thank you.
We're looking for people that are professional, both outside and inside the studio and in our theaters that we format. What makes you think you're the best candidate for this position specifically?
Well, specifically, I believe I have some well training, and I have also some well experience as a dancer.
Okay.
Yes, so I can train upcoming dancers for the competitive world of dancing ballet.
Okay. Sounds great. What do you think about, we, in our organization here, obviously we do performances alone, sometimes we do them in conjunction with teams. And how do you feel about working? Sometimes you may have to work with another instructor. How do you feel about teamwork?
Teamwork counts in choreography for me.
Okay.
Because sometimes in the choreography there is more like security that what you're doing when you have an assistant with you or when you have a second instructor with you.
Right.
So I think that teamwork is very important for any kind of dancers and instructors.
Okay, okay. And then that's important with what we do because a lot of times we collaborate with other schools,
Mm-hmm.
and they may be a competitive school, so we have to be able to work with different schools of dance. How do you feel about improvisations? You're just free dancing.
Well, I've read too many interviews online and of choreographers that are always coming to the studio and they just come and dance without having anything on mind. They
Right.
just are like natural, they just improvise.
Right.
But for me, I believe that it's way better to be organized, and I like the structure. So
Okay.
yes, I don't think there is any shame to be an organized person in the choreography.
Okay, okay, and that's appreciated as well. But again, we do all sorts of things here. Sometimes it's very last minute, and we may call you. We need you to cover for another instructor that may be out. So, and the classes vary. They vary from ballet to Latin American dances. So it's important that you can work with that. Do you have any interest at all in partner styles of dance, like maybe tango or salsa or swing or anything like that?
Well, yes, I do. I dance salsa a couple of times.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not that good at it as I am in ballet, but yes, I can try it. And I haven't tried the tango one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely something that I want to learn one day.
Well, I'm glad you're open-minded because we actually do give classes in tango,
Mhm.
and we encourage a lot of our instructors to sit in and learn from our instructors that may be teaching a class in tango.
Oh, yeah.
So, as much as you are an instructor, we also like our instructors to sit down and behave as students as well, so they know how it feels. I'm sure you were a student years ago, but to sit in that chair, 5-10 years later is very, very different, because dance styles change, throughout time and stuff. So we appreciate that.
There is not only just one type of
Right,
dance.
right, and dance is always evolving, as you well know, in this industry. Now, we do have, once in a while, we do go out of town, we travel with different companies. Would you be able to travel within the U.S. And also globally?
Well, yes, I definitely am going to be able to travel and
Okay.
to help to the companies for the performances if needed.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't have any inconvenience with that.
Great,
Mhm.
great, sounds great. Well, those are all the questions that I had for you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about our school here?
Yeah, actually, I have a couple of questions for you. I'd like to know, how do you feel about the environment working in the Houston Academy of Ballet?
The environment here is, we're very open-minded. We have people from all over the world. Again, we partner with different dance companies all over the U.S. and all over the world. So it's a great company to work for. We have a lot of benefits that we offer here as well. Now, of course, you do understand that we have our students may range from the age of 5 to the age of 50 sometimes. So you have to be able to have that flexibility, but we're a very, very open company.
Oh, I understand. Okay, another question that I have for you is, what time will be the time that you will be, like what classes are available, like in the afternoon, in the mornings? What's the best time for
Well, it
for the
depends.
classes?
It depends because we do have a lot of students that take our classes that are enrolled like in grade schools and middle schools and high schools. So around like the school year, we kind of match their schedules. Typically with them, their classes start from 3 and go up till sometimes 11 o'clock at night. But during the day, we have our adult learners, and they actually are, stay-at-home moms that come in and might have been dancers at one point. And we're also great because we do have, I don't know if you have any kids or not, but we also do have daycare that we offer, to our instructors,
That's
as well as our
good to
moms.
know.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm good for now. Yeah, I don't have any other questions.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your time. Absolutely.
I'd like to get your card, your business
Here's my
card.
card. Just
Thank you very much.
we'll go ahead and give you a call. We're gonna make a decision within the next maybe 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
But I really like what you said today, and we're very excited to
Thank you
maybe
very
bring you on
much.
board soon. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time.
You have a good one.
You have